Hey guys, Colin here from Spare and Outdoors, and today I'm going to do a review, and it's not the normal reviews I normally do. I normally review outdoor clothing, outdoor equipment and outdoor accessories, but today my review is actually off this chicken enclosure or run from Feel Good UK. I suppose it's still an outdoorsy review, but I'm going to tell you what it's like. I'm going to go from how we set it up to the really good features on it. As I said, it's sold from Feel Good UK, and they pitch this as an animal enclosure for your pets, whether it's a dog, cat, chickens, whatever you may be, and they come in all various different sizes. So we'll take you through all the good features, and I'll leave links at the bottom from where you can buy it, and we'll take it from there. So this is the enclosure. We actually went for the 3 meters by 4 meters by 2 meters high. So she's 3 meters wide, 4 meters long and 2 meters high, and that was the size enclosure we went for, and that was £270. I could have done with the next size up because I have 15 little chickens there, mostly all bantams, but we're actually going to expand this, but for now it was all we could get, and I'm doing a turn now until we expand, but we'll go through the features anyway. When we were erecting this, it didn't take too long to erect. The plans were okay, they weren't 100%, but they were easy enough to follow, and you actually built the frame first, and you built the roof part of the frame first, and you laid it out. You put it up, and then you put your upright legs on, which is pretty simple, and then you get it all stood, and then all you had to do was roll out your wire mesh, which is a coated, as you see, it's a green coated wire mesh, and just put it on with cable ties and all our wee bits of wire, and it was really handy. It took us maybe about three years to set up the whole thing, and as I said, there's no gaps in it anywhere. The chickens are safe. And the good thing, the reason why we wanted to go for a fully enclosed, where I live there's quite many birds of prey, lots of raptors about, especially big buzzards, and the wee banties were maybe quite susceptible from being taken or attacked by buzzards, so I needed one that was fully closed in. And then all of the other thing was plenty of foxes where I live, as you see, it's quite rural, and there was plenty of foxes about, so just obviously stop the foxes getting in. And this particular frame, as I said, it was £270. It was really easy to set up. In my terms, just take your time at it, and you probably need this easier with 2 people. You could do it with yourself, but it's easy to set up with 2 people. And they give you lots and lots of this wire mesh. There's maybe another half roll left over, and you can roll it down. We've rolled it down to maybe half a foot away from the cage. It just makes it a wee bit more harder for maybe foxes not trying to dig their way in. They have to start back a little bit from actually under the frame. It might confuse some of the predators, hopefully, so that's a good thing too. Now we'll come around, and this is a wee double door here. You have the top half door, so you want to throw in some food and corn or whatever, and then you have obviously your bottom half door, and as you can see, there's plenty of room within it. And these 2 little things here are the roof bars. Now the roof bars, which we want to get back outside, they're just literally to hold the tarp up so it doesn't hold water and lets the water run off the tarp. So we'll go on outside and I'll just show you. That's the inside of the enclosure. I'm pretty impressed with it. It's done our job. It could do with being a little bigger for our birds, but it's definitely done our job and it's kept the birds really safe. So as you can see the roof bars there just raised. They're just a curved raised roof bar, and that's just literally so if you put the tarp on, it lets the water run off and obviously doesn't hold a puddle of water on the roof. Another thing I must say about this little frame that we did, we used these here. They're about 2 foot long, and we just drove them in 3 places. Just holds down the frame, especially when you put the tarp on the roof, so the wind doesn't catch it and lift it, and it just keeps it safe. Another benefit about this frame is you can actually move it around. It's really easy to move around, lift it to another part if you want fresh grass, but we're actually, in this particular one, we're just going to use wood chippings now very shortly when the grass is nearly off it. I can't, for £270 I thought it was a bargain buy. The birds are safe, they're easy managed and everything in there. And there's your tarp, and it comes with these little toggles. Now that's not a tarp, it doesn't come with the tarp you'll have to buy separate. It comes with the little toggles here, so you just put them in through the eyelets and wrap it around the bars. And your tarp, again, you can get a full tarp that encloses the whole thing, or just a roof tarp, depending which way you want. Again, I have my tarp on because that's a really big one. I'm waiting for a smaller one to come, but they're happy enough. It's a really good enclosure, and it says for £270. I'm really happy with it. Now we've only had this a couple of weeks now, because I had my own wee fencing up, and it was just a wee bit. It was just a bit of hard work, so I went and bought one of these enclosures. So that's really it, guys. There's not really much more I can tell you. Just go through the main features again. It says it's a fully enclosed chicken run for the chickens. It keeps them safe from airborne attacks from raptors. It also stops all our birds coming in and feeding off their scraps and things that they have. So it obviously stops all our diseases coming in through them from other wild animals and wild birds and things. It keeps them safe from predators like foxes and that. Makes it a lot harder for them to get in at the chickens. And you can move it about if you have to move it. you can move it about if you have to move it about. If you want to move it about, it's really easy. It's not heavy at all. That's why we have it pinned down, just in case you put the tarp on it and you can blow it over. But it's they're in full voice. £270 well spent. And as I said, the only drawback for me is it's maybe a little bit small for my flock. I've got 4 largish hens there, and I think it's 11 bantams. And we're actually going to extend this run a wee bit, just to make it a wee bit bigger for them out the side. But we'll get round to that. But for now, it was a temporary fix, and I'm really, really happy with it. So if you're thinking about spending a couple £100 on a good enclosure, I would definitely recommend this Feel Good UK one, or this type of enclosure. I'll leave the links there. You can go look at them and see for yourself. It says 3 or 4 hours, built that up. Chickens are safe, they're happy, as you can hear. Most of them, they're fighting now. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this little review helped you, because I found it very hard to actually get some sort of reviews on these particular types of enclosures. So I hope this helps you guys, because it's definitely helped me.